All right, let's just jump right into it. So, if you've been on the internet at all in the last 24 hours, you've probably seen one name just everywhere. Madison Beer. We're talking #1 trending topic in the entire US. And it feels like it just came out of nowhere, right? So, what is happening? And that's really the big question we're going to tackle here. So, why is Madison Beer all of a sudden breaking the internet? We're going to dig into all the clues, piece by piece, and figure out what's really behind this. Okay, to really get a sense of just how big this is, let's start with one number, a really, really big number, 430,000. That's the number of new listeners she picked up on Spotify in a single day. I mean, a jump like that is absolutely insane, even for the biggest stars on the planet. This isn't just a little blip on the radar. This is a full-blown explosion. So that brings us to our first clue, and it's right there in the music. Numbers like that don't just happen by accident, you know? They tell you something is going on, that there's some serious momentum. Let's unpack what's driving it. And to really wrap your head around how big a deal this is, get this. She didn't just have a good day. She became Spotify's fastest growing female artist. And think about who held that title before her. Yeah, Taylor Swift. To knock someone like Taylor Swift off that perch, even for a short time, that's a headline right there. That's a massive statement. So what's the rocket fuel here? Well, it's pretty much all coming from one specific song. Her new single, Bittersweet, is the engine driving this whole thing. It's all over the big playlists, and clearly people are absolutely loving it. But, and this is important, the music is only the first piece of this puzzle. All right, let's get into our second clue, because this whole thing is way bigger than just one hit song. It's also about building up that hype, that anticipation for what's around the corner. And if you look at the timeline here, you can see two huge things happening almost back to back. First up, she announces her next album, Lock It. Boom. Instantly, fans have something to look forward to. And then she has this killer performance at the Victoria's Secret fashion show that just goes completely viral overnight, that creates this immediate, massive buzz. And this quote really nails the vibe with her fans right now. People are talking about this next album as her most personal work yet. So that anticipation, that hype, it's real. And it's just adding more fuel to the fire that her new single started. Okay, clue number 3. And this is the real game changer. This is the thing that took this from just a music story and turned it into a massive mainstream cultural moment. It's all about what happens when you smash together two totally different worlds of fame. And there's a term for this. It's called a crossover event. Basically, it's that moment when a celebrity's fame just explodes because they suddenly tap into a whole new fan base, an audience they never had before. It's like a cheat code for getting famous. Seriously. And what's the crossover event here? Well, Madison Beer has been seen with none other than Justin Herbert, the star quarterback for the LA Chargers. So all of a sudden, it's not just pop music fans talking about her. Now you've got the entire massive world of the NFL and sports fans tuning in. And just think about the math here for a second. You've got her diehard music fans over here, and you've got this gigantic NFL audience over there. And then bam, they're both seen together at a super high-profile Lakers game. Now everyone is talking. The result is a story that's bigger than music, bigger than sports. It's just a huge pop culture moment. So let's put it all together. We've got the music, we've got the hype, and we've got the spotlight. This isn't just one thing causing this trend. Nope. What we're looking at here is a perfect viral storm. It really boils down to these 4 key ingredients. First, you need the foundation, truly record-breaking music that makes everyone pay attention. Then you layer on the hype, the promise of a new album, that buzz from a viral performance. And finally, the real kicker. You throw a huge celebrity crossover into the mix, and it's like pouring gasoline on a fire. Each piece just makes the others that much bigger. And there you have it. That's the answer. She's not trending because of just the song or just the album or just the relationship. She's trending #1 because all of it is happening at the exact same time. It's the combination that created this perfect storm. So that leaves us with one last big question to think about. When you look at all this momentum, the insane streaming numbers, the new spotlight on her, you have to ask, are we watching the beginning of the biggest era of Madison Beer's career? I'm curious to know what you think.